yeah. Yep. I don't know. I had seen this. I don't know. I found this in the arcades just randomly here in Japan, and it was pretty fun. So I decided to buy it, and I played through the arcade mode, and I had no idea what was going on. So I pretty much. I'm just trying to go through the story mode, so hopefully I can understand what's going on. So we're just gonna kick back, have some fun. I'll make funny voices. It'll be awesome. Alright, so when we last left off, I don't know, this character here, Ortie, who's living in Germany, is a part of this organization who fights basically demons, I guess. You know, they don't call them demons, but for all intents and purposes, they're demons. So, and she has been sent on a mission to Japan to stop something, I guess. I don't know. So we've just arrived in Japan at the last time for the last stream. Let's see what's going on with chapter 2. It'll be fun. I hope. I don't know if it'll be fun or not because I haven't done this before, so we'll see. We walked along a busy street outside of the station. Luckily, we were able to send our extra luggage ahead of us to Liechtenstein beforehand. So, pretty much, it's like pretty much Liechtenstein is the name of the organization that they're from. So, there we go. Let me move out the way of the subtitles. All right, so. All right, now. So, which made it easier to take in the unfamiliar city and the different culture as Lex and I talked on the way to our destination.
建物のデザインにはすごく気を配るのに、この国の景観には品のない看板が多すぎるのよね。
Gaudy signs and mostly primary colors line the streets.
ああ、一見西洋好きに見えるが、こういうところはアジアの一国だと認識させられる。
Lex walked a little bit ahead of me, her skirt swaying with each step. I was a bit curious about what she was wearing ever since we were on the train.
ねえ、さっきから気になってたんだけど、レクス、その制服ってもしかしてうちの学校の？
The school that was under the direction of Liechtenstein, according to my documentation, underwent a redesign a year ago, and the uniforms got quite a bit cuter. I'll have to wear this outfit as well and go to another school.
ああ、そうだ。なかなかに可愛らしく、動きやすいものだぞ。
Lex spun around to give me a better look. It was a sailor uniform with white and blue as the base and gold accessories around the belt and arms. The colors really gave it a least Christ feel.
なんでレクスがそれを着ているの？
ああ、試作品として作られたものが余っていてな。織江に渡してから不明点を聞かれて返答できないのも困るので、テストを兼ねて自分でしばらく着ていようかとな。ジャージや下着姿で仕事をしているのもなかなか苦情が多かったのでな。すごく仕事してるっぽく見えると好評だった。
I see. So that's right. I circled Lex to get a closer look at the uniform.
可愛い制服だけどスカート短いな。なんだか落ち着かなそう。はあ、日本の学校のこういうところって馴染まないな。
This is just the sort of thing that's the opposite of least Christ. I suppose this arrangement was a compromise with modern trends.
そうだな。しかし個人的な意見なんだが、うちの服装は全体的にスカートが長すぎると思う。
Where are the demons at, Doc?
短いと不安でしょ？見えていいのを身につけてたとしてもさ。
おいおい、ミカに至っては超動きやすいパンツスタイルだぞ。君のあのロング丈ではいろいろと引っかかったり、特に戦闘行動に支障が出るのではないかと常に思うのだが。
She's right. Our leash Christ skirts, both the school uniform and the combat uniform, all go down past the thigh. There are many combat uniforms that were customized to everyone's style. Some preferred shorter lengths to move around more, and some even have a mini style like Mika's. Of course, I preferred longer skirts.
動きやすさも大事だけど、清楚たるイメージの問題です。
織江らしいな。まあある程度選べるのだし、各々がしっくりとくる服を着るのが一番だろう。
You know, it's been a while since I've really watched any anime, so I don't know. I kind of got tired of it. To be completely honest, I kind of got tired of it just because I don't know. I was busy and there were so many of them, and I didn't like most of them, So I usually just tried to catch back up on American TV shows and things like that. So the style is definitely a little different. So
君の制服は滞在予定の部屋に置いてある。後で寸法が間違ってないか確認してくれ。丈は問題ないはずだ。
もう意地悪しないでよ。短いスカートも可愛いから好きだってば。短すぎなければ。
さて、目当ての店に着いたぞ。そこだ。
Right. Attack on Titan, yeah. I kind of want to at least finish. You know, like I started watching Attack on Titan when it first, came out. So I feel like I should at least finish it since I started the story. But in terms of like anything maybe past like I want to say maybe 5 years ago, like I probably don't know what it is. Like I've heard about Demon Slayer. That's about it. And I guess there's a new one called like Jujutsu Kaisen that's supposed to be pretty popular at the moment, but I haven't seen them. So like but other than that, if it's come out in the past 5 years, I probably have not heard of it. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try to catch up, but it's just there's a lot of stuff to watch, and most of it seems kind of not really for me. So it is what it is. Lex's pace slowed to a stop, and we found ourselves in front of a seemingly plain cafe. I was a bit surprised that this place was Lex's suggestion. I thought it would be something more suspicious looking, like a meeting place for a secret rendezvous. On the sign out in front of the shop, cute lettering spelled out, "Today's sweet treats," with a varied menu underneath it. Autumn fruit tart, chestnut and pumpkin tart, sweet potato Mont Blanc, simple shortcake, and a number of mouth-watering parfaits. This is very in-depth about stuff that doesn't really matter, I guess, but... Well, I mean, this is, what they call a visual novel, so it's just pretty much like reading a novel. So everything is spelled out like it would be if you're reading a book, so... Scene change. We opened the door and headed in, the bittersweet aroma of coffee wafted through the air, accompanied by quiet music. The inside of the shop was lively and adorned with pretty potted flowers and herbs. It passed my high standards. I felt I could finally be at ease. Around us, the shop was filled with mostly women. Wives with their children enjoying the afternoon, and girls on their way home from school. Though busy, it seemed there were still seats open for us to sit down without waiting. It gave the place an even higher score. Which anime have I watched? I mean, I've seen a lot of anime before, which is probably why I'm tired of it. Like, this is from back in the day, started from back in the day, obviously. Like Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball, the old school Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff. And I watched Bleach for a good while. I never finished that. I kind of got tired of Bleach, so I stopped watching it. The ones that everyone has heard of, like Naruto, I watched through. I've seen a few episodes of One Piece. One Piece is really, 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 really big in Japan, but I don't get it, to be honest. It's okay, but I don't see what's so amazing where it's like the #1 thing that everyone watches and reads. I don't see what makes it so much better than everything else. But outside of that, it's been I mean, a bunch of smaller ones that probably no one has ever heard of. But like I said, I watched Attack on Titan. I checked out My Hero Academia. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon, old school Sailor Moon. Watched that when I was little. More recent, Evangelion. I've seen the show Evangelion. I haven't seen the movies that have come out that are supposed to reboot the whole thing. I haven't seen those. Anything else worth mentioning? Oh, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I really liked Full Metal Alchemist. And Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. I'm probably going to start getting into a list of things that people haven't heard of, so I'll probably stop there. But it's probably the bigger anime from the years 2000 to 2010. I've probably seen Inuyasha. That's another one I've seen. Because in America they had this block of time called Toonami where they would show various anime and other shows. So I would watch that growing up, and the different Gundam shows I've seen, things like that. So yeah, so I've seen the bigger ones. Some of the smaller ones I've seen, I guess Medaka Box, and there was also a really cool one about Rakugo, which is a Japanese style of storytelling that came on. I want to say, I mean, it was a few years back, but I think they came out with the second season at some point. But that was really interesting. That was a little bit more grounded, a little bit more of a drama style, adult type, not adult like porn, but adult more to adult tastes rather than marketed to high schoolers. So yeah, but at this point, there's just so much out there, and I will try to finish the ones that I've started. But in terms of getting into anything new, I'm probably just gonna not leave it alone for a bit. Oh yeah, One Punch Man. I like One Punch Man. That was fun to watch. One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, which was by the same author. Those were fun. So yep. So that's what's up there. Those are what I've seen in terms of anime. Yep. But I do like Guilty Gear, which is kind of like pretty much like an anime fighting game, Guilty Gear. And I played a lot of Blaze Blue for a bit until Guilty Gear came back. Then I switched back over to Guilty Gear. So I'm looking forward to Guilty Gear coming out in June. So I have some past vids of me playing the Guilty Gear Strive beta that I should really put onto YouTube. It's like I tell people to go to my YouTube channel to watch previous streams, but I forgot to make them public. So I'll have to do that a little bit later today. Make them some past streams public, so everyone can watch them if they care. So be sure to go to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button if people care. You know, because editing videos, like highlight videos, is a pain in the ass. I have to get that going too. So we'll you know, I'll get it going. There's a lot that I have on my plate in terms of things I'm trying to do all at once, in terms of music releases, and I'm writing the book, and I'm trying to stream, you know, a lot, and you just add like video editing on top of that. It's not very fun. So I'm going to see what I can do. So yeah, but so links to various pages are beneath the video in the About section. And also, you can keep up with me. I just started a Discord, so you can, you know, feel free to join that too. And it'll be good times. You know, like I literally just started it, so there's like no one in there right now except for like 3 people. But you know, hopefully with time, you know, we'll get that going too. So any watchers out there, feel free to join up the Discord. There should be a link beneath the video. And we'll have fun there too. Alright, so let's read some more animu. Let's go. Though busy, it seemed there were still seats open for us to sit down without waiting. It gave the place an even higher score. As we waited near the entrance to the shop, an employee walked toward us.
2人だ。織江、奥の席じゃなくて、そこの窓際でいいか?
Lex held up 2 fingers for the female employee while she spoke. The employee gestured toward the back, but Lex asked instead for the window seats near the entrance. There were fewer people around, and she seemed motivated against drawing eyes or ears toward us.
Lex が選んでいいよ.
It's the same as when we were on the train. We often spoke about confidential work matters, which was fine earlier when we were alone, but that wouldn't be the case here. Especially nowadays, when information can be picked up and spread in an instant. It's always better to be safe than sorry. The background noise of the street couldn't help us inside this calm, relaxing place. I know we could overthink things at times, but we couldn't help it. It was important to always be on the lookout.
あれ?
As I looked around the cafe, I felt a strange presence. Eyes that were deliberately looking our way. The feeling of being watched. Of course, it wasn't that our eyes were meeting anyone else's. It was the feeling of someone's consciousness masking us. What was it? Was it from somewhere further away? I couldn't imagine anyone in this cafe doing that.
織江、そこの席でいいそうだ。どうした?
なんでもない.
As we moved toward our seats, I tried to locate the owner of that gaze.
レックスが気にしている様子はない。単に気づいてない。外から偶然私たちを見てた人の気配だったのかな。
There's a high probability that Lex was ignoring it because it was a pain. I looked around the cafe just in case, but couldn't find any suspicious activity. I didn't feel completely relaxed, but there was no use thinking about it anymore. I took off my coat and sat down. There was no one in the immediate vicinity. This was the best position to be in. A waitress came by to bring us water, then handed us a couple of menus. Lex spread out some papers that looked like more work documents. She was ready to stay here a while.
さて、今回の任務のこと、一 一通り聞いているのか？
Lex began talking rather normally. Even though we shouldn't be heard, it would just draw much attention to whisper to each other secretively. As long as we kept an eye out in general, it would be enough. Even if people heard tidbits, they would probably just think we were talking about some manga or anime.
サイブは現地でレックスに聞けって言われたけど、一通り全容は聞いた。
For a moment, I thought to mention the strange feeling I had earlier of being watched, but I pushed out of my mind and focused on what Lex had to say.
そうか。それじゃ確認も兼ね、改めて流して話すが。
Lex is normally a pretty mellow person, but it's times like these when the glasses come on and she takes control of work.
我らリヒトクライスは大昔、日本に進出するべく半ば強引にこの地へと攻め入ったらしいが、当時のこの土地の虚無人、今でいうインバースに返り討ちにあった。
No, hence the name of the game, Under Night in Birth. Like, so, from what I've heard, when they say like in birth, they were really trying to, they wanted to use the word inverse, but because I guess they thought that wasn't cool enough, they changed it to in birth, which kind of sounds like the same in Japanese. So, so in births. All right, whatever. All right, so voids are inverts, so that's the same thing. All right, so I gotta get all of the terminology straight here, so I understand what's going on. Yeah.
それ以来この地は特別な場所として干渉せずということだったそうだが、最近特にここ1年の間に起きたイグジスによるものと思われる事件の増加は目に余るものがある。
それで私たちが派遣されたんでしょ。解決せずとも解明せよってね。
A lot of visual novels, I mean, have kind of a dating game feel, because that's what a lot of visual novels are. They're basically just dating simulators. So, so a lot of people will just copy that style. But you know, not all of them are dating simulators, visual novels, but a lot of them are. So. I never really got into Overwatch just because first-person shooters are not really what I'm into. I mean, they're okay, but they're just not what I gravitated towards. So I never got into Overwatch, but you know, I do like some of the character designs in Overwatch. So looks pretty cool. You know, I hope people have fun with that. There should be a second one coming out soon, I hear. A mission with no clear resolution. It was what struck me the most when the mission was first handed to me. This sort of vague directive was unusual for me. Get an idea of what was happening, then report it. It was strange they didn't expect us to be able to resolve the situation.
ああ、だいたいそんなところだな。この国、この付近の土地では我々リヒトクライスの権威は及ばない。
But I don't know. I think they actually put out a trailer though. It's kind of different. So I think some work is being done on it. I don't know when it's coming out, but you know.
権威どころか名前も知らない。ハンバーガー屋くらいにしか思わないものも多いだろう。
リヒトクライスだとお店の名前みたいに聞こえちゃうかもね。
まあそんな感じだ。能力者であるなら名を知る者も多少いるだろう。この点は改めて注意することだ。
了解。
次に生活に関してだが、 支部付近に部屋を借りている。織江にはしばらくそこで生活をしてもらうことになる。
ええ、ありがとう。支部のみんなが近くにいるだけで心強い。
比較的広い部屋を借りておいたから、私も可能であれば期間内はそこで一緒に暮らしたいのだがな。できる限りのサポートはしよう。気兼ねなく言ってくれ。
うん、まあ異文化圏ってわけじゃないから不都合はないだろうけど、長期化しそうな不安が一番かな。
I understood the language and the culture. It's not like I couldn't eat or drink anything here.
確かにな。今回の任務、そのミッションに明確な達成条件はない。長期的に学校に潜入および生活をし、同じ世代の若者から多くの情報をつかんでくれ。通う学校やクラスなどの情報は後でメールで送る方がいいな。口頭で言っても意味がなさそうだし、聞き間違いが怖い。
オーケー。あ、でも私携帯繋がらなかったんだ。こっちでの連絡手段の件ってもう解決してるの？何か通話に必要な手続きとか面倒なことをしないとダメならすぐにやらないと。
ああ、それなら心配いらない。ここでの連絡にはこれを使ってくれ。
She rummaged through her bag and tossed something over to me. It was a new cell phone. Why would she throw this? That was close.
さすが、もう準備済みだったのね。ありがとう。
Lex's expression basically said, "Of course I did." It would be a pain to carry around two phones all the time, so I guess I would just be using this one for a while. I would have to be sure to let Kaguya know of my new number too.
今かぐやにもこの番号教えておこうっとって思っただろう。安心しろ、かぐやにはその番号もう教えてある。
さすが手際のいいレクス様。
Wait, is that her impression of me? I don't talk like that.
ミカは謹慎中のため連絡不能だったのでしばらく諦めてくれ。
さすがミカ。
Well, I suppose it's lucky that she even made it here.
それでだ、自分自身の設定なんかは大丈夫か？実際の転入先は少し離れたところにある普通の学校。一度一緒に見に行くとしよう。
うん、そうだね。平気だよ、その辺は。
交換留学なんて言うと仰々しいが、もし間違った時は転校が多いから混乱したなどと言っておけば深く追求もされまい。
I had gone to schools in Japan a number of times in the past, but there were times I'd absent-mindedly let something slip and have a tough time covering it up. Transferring around a bunch. I'd have to remember that as a fallback, just in case.
あの時は短期間だったから助かったけど。
It'd be difficult to fabricate information about my daily life here, even more so with relationships like friends and school life.
それにしても内関係の学校が日本にあるのってなんか意外だね。
ああ、この地に関与せずというのはあくまで我々裏の仕事方面での話だ。表向きの財団方面ではこの経済大国と呼ばれた国、少しずつでも進出しないわけにはいくまい。この国の人々も正義とか光とかが大好きなようだからな。売り込むのもたやすい。
Lex let out an ominous snicker. I saw an intense glint in her eyes, like dollar signs.
なんて考えていたようだが、東洋でも極めて特殊なこの市場性、なかなかうまくいかず、うちとしても相当戸惑っているみたいだがな。
Dollar signs? Do they use dollars in Germany? I forget what currency Germany uses. I don't think they would be dollar signs. Wait, let me think. I suppose it doesn't matter. It's just so people would understand. No, they use euros, don't they? Yeah. Should have said euro signs in her eyes. Yeah. But whatever.
なるほどね。そういった表のことは私はよくわからないけど、この町のインバースたちの情勢はどうなっているの？
ああ、半年ほど前にインバースのベビーブームがあったようだ。それを境に多くの個体が自身の能力に気づき、その一部が組織化。大きな組織は一つ二つ程度。幸いまだ組織活動として目立った動きはないといったところだな。問題なのはそれ以外。急速な勢いで勢力を伸ばす者がいる。自らをパラドクスと称する者が連日目立って暴れているそうだ。
パラドクス。
噂話を聞いただけで相当好戦的な厄介者だ。何でもリバースを目指すと息巻いているらしい。恐ろしいな。
Show-offs with no ability were of little concern, but someone like this person seems to have the power to support something more sinister.
今は組織というより個人で暴れている意味合いが強い。だからまだいいんだが、こいつが野心家でカリスマ高く器用に動くタイプだと後々面倒となるだろうな。
An organization like this growing rapidly would definitely be a problem.
以上を踏まえてのことになるが、こいつは危険性が高すぎる。決して近づくな。目も合わせないレベルで様子も見ないくらいでいい。
危ないっていうのは分かった。けどそれほどに警戒すべき相手、放っておけないようなら私の命に変えても必ず。
いや、どんなに放っておけなくとも放っておけ。無駄死にになるだけだ。逃げて帰って報告をするのも大事な仕事。わかるだろう？
それはそうだけど。
Of course, there would be no point to all of this if the one entrusted with this mission were to go down. That I understood. However, if there was someone with her power causing trouble, people could get hurt. That was the one thing I couldn't ignore.
レクスには悪いけれど。いいえ、リヒトクライスの命に背こうとも。もしもの時は。
Even if I were to die, I would have to stop her.
そこは分かってくれ。もちろん最終判断は現場に任せるしかないが。
分かった。できる限り慎重に行動する。
That was all I could say in response because I couldn't promise that I'd escape no matter what the circumstances.
そうしてくれ。使命も大事だが、君の帰りを待つ者は多い。それも忘れないでくれ。
そう言われると弱いな。
さて、あとは最後。君に頼まれていた日本の家族、両親の話なんだが。
それはまだいいよ。
They answered her so quickly. Lex looked uneasy. I shouldn't have said that after she went through the trouble of investigating.
まあ、言ってしまうとろくに分かっていないんだ。なんせ10年も前の話。リヒトクライスが日本に接点が薄いこともあって調査は難航している。
そうだよね。無理しないで。わからないって言われて少しホッとしちゃった。
ただ現場で遭遇した際に動揺しないようこれだけ伝えておこう。以前より我らは人語を介する虚無がこの地にいるらしいという情報を掴んでいた。
Dun dun dun. My parents' killer. A void that can understand human speech.
落ち着いて聞いてくれ。まあこれは真偽不明な噂話のレベルであれば常日頃聞くもの。改めて言うほどのことではないのだが、最近この関境の地でそれらしき虚無の目撃情報が出ている。現段階ではそれが今回の事件、虚無や夜の急増に関係しているのかはまだわからない。
信号を介する虚無がここに。
堀江、落ち着いてくれ。平気か？
A void that can understand human speech. Normally, voids take on the appearance of a small snake, with only the intelligence and hunger of a beast. Anything smaller and weaker than that takes on the shape of a pudgy jelly, but for the most part, voids are snake-like things and highly aggressive. These snakes, by taking in EXE, can grow into a larger body. They gain limbs and take on a form closer to that of a human. The ones at the top are those who can understand humans. The shape I saw when my parents were attacked. They spelled parents wrong. Unacceptable. Right. The shape I saw when my parents were attacked. The voice I heard. That horrible memory. A deep, dark, and tremendously large human form. I'm unsure of how it started and ended, since I was so young. However, this, I remember. That black shadow was my... I tightened my fist in a despicable memory I didn't want to recall.
ほら、そう怖い顔をするな。まだ確認は取れていないんだ。人語を介する虚無がここにいると決まったわけではない。人語を介するほどに頭のいい個体だ。危険を察知すれば逃げる可能性だって大きい。今そうして深く考えても仕方がないだろう。
Yeah, it's supposed to be P-A-R-E-N-T-S. No A in the middle, but... I mean, it happens. It's just a small typo, but... I was just joking about it being unacceptable, but you'd think they would run... I don't know, they put everything in a word processor and run a spell check on it or something, but... I let out the sigh I had been holding back from thinking so hard. Slowly, my body calmed itself down. Lux was right. It was a good heads up, but it wouldn't do any good to think about it right now. Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, I have seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've only seen the first 4 chapters of it. Like the 5th one that's supposed to have Dio's son in it. I haven't watched that one yet. But I've seen the first 4 series of it, so I do understand most JoJo references, but you know, that was one I forgot to mention. Yeah, see, heads up isn't supposed to have an apostrophe either. It's just supposed to. Yeah, so they need to. Well, I mean, it happens. I can't be too tough on them. I don't know how much money they had to get all this stuff done or how much time they had to check everything, but you know, you got to try to get everything right from the beginning, you know.
そうだったね。ごめん。
無理もない。急にこんな話をしてすまなかった。
一応先に教えておいてくれてありがとう、レックス。それは突然聞いたらびっくりしちゃうから。事前に聞けてるだけで心構えが随分変わる。
past I didn't want to remember. Lex had seen my grim expression after recalling it.
ダメだな。まだまだ心が鍛えられていない証拠。もし戦いの最中に突然そんな喋る虚無と出会ったら、この動揺は致命的だ。
喋る虚無のことも君の両親のことも今回の任務とは直接の関係はないが、この地にとどまる以上無関係とも言い切れないことだ。解決のため私もできる限り協力をするよ。
ええ、ありがとうレックス。
気にするな。私たちは皆似た境遇で育った者同士だ。織江のその気持ちは痛いほどにわかる。
レックス。
Lex too, huh? Those of us in the leash Christ see, they can't even spell their own terms correctly. Like, I mean, they spell leash Christ correctly most of the time. Every once in a while, they screw up the I and the E. But, minus 5 points. Those of us in the leash Christ came from similar circumstances. I can't be the only one crying about it.
はあ、ダメダメ。少し涙出てきちゃった。
I covered myself with my hand to hide it, but it was probably obvious.
さあ、話はだいたい片付いたかな。暗い話、嫌な話、仕事の話はここまでとしよう。終わってない話は先送りとしてもう終わりだ。長いミッションの説明、気がつけば随分話し込んでしまったな。説明はあらかたしたし大丈夫だろう。抜けや漏れ、現場での問題点は随時聞いてくれ。
うん、分かった。
Lex then put the documents about the mission in her bag. It looked like she was done talking about work.
一息つこう。ここのおすすめのケーキは。
Lex opened up her menu. Quite a bit of time had passed since we'd entered the cafe. I'd gotten a bit of an appetite and was curious about the cakes they had. But I couldn't open my menu. There were still questions I had in my mind.
ねえレックス、注文の前に一つ聞きたいんだけど。
あ、なんだ。仕事の話ならもう聞かないぞ。営業時間終了だ。
違うの。さっきからこの視線というか、さっき何か心当たりある？
ああ、店員が注文はまだかと言いたそうにこちらを見ているな。我々が熱心に話していたから割り込みづらかったのだろう。入店から今まで何も注文せず水だけだから仕方ない。
それじゃなくて。
I was aware of the waitress waiting for us as well, but I'm sure she figured we weren't ready to order at all.
後半は私もヒートアップしちゃってたし。
ああ、分かっている。結局仕事の話に結びつきそうで嫌なんだが、今から言おうと思っていたんだけれどな。気づいたら気づいたで面倒そうだし、先に甘いものかなって。
Like Lex says, the menacing aura did feel like just a bit of weak pressure from somewhere. Something non-threatening that could just be left alone. Still, the sensation was palpable and sort of intrusive. There was one possibility.
ああ、わかった。この煮えたぎるような熱い気配。まさかあの子がここ日本に？
ああ、いるな。気づいたか、あれに。
Lex beat around the bush, gazing far ahead and looking as if she didn't want to bring it up because it would be a pain to discuss.
ワーグナー様だな。
やっぱり。
我々より少し先、 ほぼ同じタイミングでこの地に派遣されてきたという噂話は聞いていたんでね。この殺気の主はおそらく奴だろうと推測はしていたが。
派遣？それならもう少し詳しく説明があってもいいのに。レクスが噂話しか知らないなんてありえるの？
ああ、それに関しては弱ったな。どこまで説明するか。私が言うべき事柄ではないので、その判断はな。
え？何？私そういう情報はあんまり。
The Crimson Knight, one of the most famous names in the Leash Christ. There is no end to the rumors circulating her work.
いや、同期とはいえ奴とはつくづく縁がある。そういうことさ。特に織江はな。
それなのよね。なんでアーデルハイト様も人事部も赤騎士と私を一緒のタイミングでここに来させるんだろう。
If investigating were the objective, she'd be useless. If neutralization were the objective, she alone would suffice. There's no reason why the both of us would need to work together.
詳細は私も聞いていないことになっている。噂では赤騎士は今とある理由で謹慎期間中らしくてな。執行官としての活動、特に戦闘に関しては大幅な制限を受けている。
前にちょっと暴れすぎちゃったのが原因だったっけ？
I heard a bit about it. Over-aggressiveness has always been a problem.
だな。今はアーデルハイト様より直々に言い渡されている謹慎期間中。大手を振って任務に出すわけにもいかず、対応に苦慮して織江と同じ場所に派遣されたんだろう。うちとしても君たちは時代を担う重要なツートップと認識している。人生の先輩でもある君が少しは面倒を見てやったらどうだ？
先輩ってそんな。私とあの子で何歳も違わないでしょ。なんで私が彼女のお守り役みたいになってるの？だいたい役職で言ったらあの子の方が上じゃない。私がそんなことを教える立場じゃないでしょ。
It wasn't as if I were close with her and knew what her personality was actually like. But I heard she was a young woman from a powerful, well-known family who knew nothing of the world. There was a high possibility of her complicating situations just because of that. No one would want to have to keep watch over someone like that.
特にあの子、なぜだか私をライバル視してるみたいで、いつもツンツンプンプンしてるからな。
我々も世間から隔離され気味な生活上、割と世間知らずだが、中でもあのお嬢様はずば抜けて世間知らずだからな。君のような比較的常識人の保護者がいれば心強いというもの。謹慎中、次のレッドカードが出ればいくら赤騎士でももう最後だ。家柄上の対面もあるし、そこまでの無茶はしないだろう。安心して接してやれ。
それならレクスが見てあげてもいいじゃない。
I just knew she was pushing her on me with that kind of logic.
ライバルである織江が言うことに重みがあるんだ。私や他の者が言おうと心から納得はしないだろう。
I couldn't say anything in reply. She was right about that. But wouldn't it be harder for her rival to try and control her?
まあ、彼女への対応をどうするかは任務に含まれていない。最終的に織江の判断に任せることになるが。
この地、日本に謹慎のため来させられている赤騎士。その面倒を見るということは、つまり彼女と共にこの任務を成し遂げろということ。そして彼女に経験を積んでもらい、精神面での成長を促し、リヒトクライスを支える柱としてより盤石に。無理無理無理無理、そんなの絶対に無理。
It's not that I didn't like her. I just didn't think that would be possible. It was a heavy burden to bear.
とりあえずさ、遠巻きにいつまでもいさせるのもかわいそうかなって思うの。
かわいそうだな。私ならそうされたくない。というかだな。途中でこの邪悪な念を送るのを諦めるぞ普通。この執念はすごい。
なんで邪悪になってるの？もう。
Fine. This mission is a lot to handle, and I don't want to be burdened with anything else. But if she's come to see me, I won't just leave her alone.
会いに来た理由によっては放っておきたいんだけれどね。
I made my decision and stood up.
私、ちょっと声かけてくるね。
そうか。気をつけてな。さすがにおとなしくしてると思うが、君が相手だと何をしてくるかわからないからな。
She grinned, almost as if she expected trouble already.
まあ、君たちは一度大喧嘩するのもいいんじゃないか？この国には雨降って地固まるという言葉もある。案外殴り合いの両者ノックダウンの後に生涯の親友になる展開もあり得る。
ありません。
冷たいな。そこまで仲が悪いなんてやはり。
もうだからそれ誤解だって。私たちそんな争ってなんかいないよ。好き嫌いとか争う以前に私の方はあの子のことほとんど知らないんだから。周囲から見るとそんなに仲悪そうに見えるの？喧嘩とか対立とかそういうのないと思うんだけど。
Well, even if I don't bear any hostility toward her, if she does, I guess you can consider that as not getting along.
私としてはやじ馬程度の興味しかないんで仲はどうでもいい。そりゃ悪いよりは良い方が好ましいがな。それじゃ店員にも悪いし、とりあえず先に注文しておこう。何か頼んでおくものはあるか？
I guess Lex was more worried about the wrath of the waitress. She puts in her order.
あ、うん。飲み物は紅茶でケーキはレックスに任せるよ。まあとにかくちょっと行ってくるね。あの子連れてきてもいいよね。一緒にお茶とかしよう。
Oh no. Oh no, don't do it. We had never really been around each other much. And what chances we did have were when missions went awry and we had to talk about complicated issues. Oh, that was a question. I read that wrong. Okay, let's try it again. We had never really been around each other much. And what chances we did have were when missions went... No, wait. I read that correctly. There's not supposed to be a question mark there. Or if there is supposed to be a question mark, they wrote the question wrong. How dare they? This is unacceptable. I want my money back. All right. I'm kidding, obviously. That's probably why people thought we were at odds with each other. I might be able to see a charming side to her, being able to talk to her in peace outside of missions. Please let there be something like that.
ああ、あれとお茶。想像できないな。とにかく注意するんだぞ。
No. All right, so that was chapter 2 of Orie's Chronicle. I guess there's just no fighting in any of these. It's just talking. So yeah. So that's a thing. Yeah, so I guess I'll actually play. I mean, I can go through arcade mode, but I still won't understand what's going on because I won't have read the prologues. But it's whatever. Alright, so this is Under Night in Birth. And So this is the main character. And, lots and lots of fun-looking people over here. Right, and there's Ortier. And there's Wagner, I guess the character that I guess is going to show up next in the prologue. And she's going to be stuck up or something. Let's see. Katsuki, Mika, just first on probation. Okay, interesting. I don't know, whatever. Let's give her a try.
今日のうつろの夜、いつにも増してイグジスの力に満ちている。我らリヒトクライスのエース・オブ・エグゼクターゼニスより命じられ、身分を隠し学園に潜伏し、学業の傍らでさまざまな調査を行ってきた結果、やっと彼らは古くからこの地に根付いているが、すでに枯れ果てた組織。数名の個体は計り知れない実力を持つリバースらしいけど、組織としての形はないに等しい。何より現在はすでに目立った行動も取らないから、放っておいても問題はないはず。問題があるのは新興勢力であるアムネシア。パラドックスという圧倒的な能力を持った女性を中心とした無法者集団。ここ最近で急速にその勢力を拡大しており、その被害者は数多い。そしてパラドックスの目的はリバースの体。加えて我らリヒトクライスへの報復も含まれると聞く。私たちも正義の名のもと過剰に暴れてるところはあるからな。恨みを買うほど任務に執着するのは良くないってあれほど言ってるのに。
Just gonna hold the sword up like that the entire time, huh?
パラドックスはリバースを目指す。はあ、それだけは放っておけない。もしこれが真実なら、多くのインバースが集まり深淵が垣間見える今日のうつろの夜、アムネシアは絶対に動きを見せるはず。
Sorry, forgot to set a stream marker. All right, let's see.
だから今夜、パラドックスの悪しき企み、リヒトクライスの執行官として必ず私がくじいてみせる。
Immortalize.
浮きことの名をこの上に積もりかし。
正義の名のもとにあなたを救済します。
ファーストクローズリバイド。
やるな終わりか。
Oh, she got a stand? I didn't know that. You know, we JoJo's up in here.
まだ終わってはいません。
セカンドクローズリバイド。
やりますね。
I guess. I mean, there are a lot of things that were influenced by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you actually go and look, but
まだ続けるのでしょうか。私も目的を持ちこの夜に降り立つ身。リターン者の粛清も任務の一つとはいえ、無益な争いは本意ではないもの。あなたにも戦う理由はあるのでしょうが、ここはおとなしく引いてください。
よーし、覚悟なさい。
正義の名のもとにあなたを救済し
ファ
ます。
ーストクローズディバイド。
ランザーサクセッション。
I don't know what that move does. It's just an attack. Divine thrust. Arrow. Doesn't really tell you what it does, though. Yeah, fine, that's whatever. I got a trophy! Yay. I don't know what difficulty this is on. Probably not very high, right?
この剣、ルーラーの輝きは心の悪しきを見抜く力を持つ。あなたが心正しいものなら、この剣先がその胸を貫こうとも生きていられるはず。
Chelicerata. Is that the weapon or I don't know.
姉さん、見て見て。あそこにリヒトクライスの人がいるみたいだけど。
こら、そうやって人を指ささないの。まったく、あなたは行儀が悪い。学生服を着た男女のインバース。得ている情報によるのなら、あなたたちは、そちらの男子がプレデターですね。
うわー、有名人だな、僕って。
そしてあなたは消息不明となっているはずのセフィロト。あなたほどの者がなぜこのような場所をうろうろと。
ん？何言ってるの？あ、姉さんってそういう名前だったんだ。
余計なことを。あなたたちも仕事熱心なもの。どこからそんな話を嗅ぎつけるのだか。我らリヒトクライスの情報網を甘く見ないでいただきたい。もっともあなたのことに関しては私個人の推測でしかありませんでしたがけれどそこまで調べられているのなら、その木にはすでに力は宿ってないということも把握しているのではなくて。
See, if I had finished the prologue, I'd probably know what the Tree of Life is. And I don't know what that is. No.
ええ。ですが、本当に力を失っているのかが確認できない以上、たとえゼロベセルとはいえ、あなたほどのものを見過ごすことなどできません。
I don't know what a zero vessel is. This is rough. This is very rough.
それに、 強大な権限を保持する者があれだけのことを起こしたのです。我らリヒトクライスは権限の番人。その聴取に応じる責務があなたにはあるでしょう。
姉さん、こいつもう食っちゃおうよ。めんどくさくなってきた。
そうね、白夜。この女、いろいろと都合の悪いことを知りすぎているみたい。骨も残さず食い尽くして差し上げなさい。
nom nom nom。
戦いは避けられないか。いいでしょう。戦闘で決着がつくのなら話が早い。しかし私も今夜は使命を負う身。あなたたちこの手で連れ帰ることができないのは悔やまれる。
勝てる気なんだ僕たちに。いや違った、僕に。
ええ、物の数にも満たないでしょう。私のこれまで歩んできた道、そしてこれより歩む道の過酷さに比べれば。
Her arm just never gets tired, huh?
ファーストクローズディバイド。怖いね。シャンセクリットアロー気持ちいいです。いきます。どうだ。いや父はこいつは上です。行きなさい。
あんまり手間かけさ。行くよ。
やります。上です。これだ。ダンザーバイアルエバーセンセクリットアローダンザー行く。これダンザーサクセンション。
焦らないの。
ここか。油断しました。立ちなさい。まだ終わってはいません。オリーブセカンドクローズディバイド。行くよ。ああよかった。エバーセそうか。やります。セクリットアローこれだ。この流れやだよ。守る。セクリットアローここからエバーセブレイクダウン。この戦いに意味はあったのでしょう。すでに勝敗は決しました。これ以上私たちが戦うことに意味はありません。まだ立ち上がる力が残っているならおとなしく武装は解除し投降してください。
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why, I don't know, I bought the game. You know, because, you know, as a musician, you know, I'm always down with good music, so.
光の鉄槌をファーストクローズディバイド。危なすぎる。分かってる。分かってる。甘い。いいわよ。いいわよ。落ちなさい。食べ直し屋上的。ディバインスラッシュ。井口さん。分かった。エバーション。行きます。そこで。立ちなさい。まだ終わってはいません。オリー
オリエですね。なんかこのゲームはあんまり詳しくないんだけどね。なんか多分なんか今まで使っていたキャラの中から多分私一番好きのはゴールドかな。そう、私はあまり上手じゃないのでそんなことあまり気にしないでね。Yeah, I like the way he yells Grim Reaper, you know.
夜に集い悪しきを担う義胆の者、その死をもって誠に潔しとする。最後を見とる者としては情け。迎えが来るまでこうし
して共にありましょう。
あ、ごめんね。なんかボットにやられた。
オブリテレートタスクに
あなたには犠牲になってもらい
I
ます。
have it set where you can't type in all caps. I may go back and change that. Sorry. I don't. It's like it can't be like 75% of the message in all caps, and then it just is like, no, you can't do that. I may just turn that off. I don't. It was already set. It was already set beforehand.
勝敗は決しました。ウィンナー、オリーラ、
配列再蘇生、
セカンドクローブリバイド。
接近裏、危ない、被害中、
セクリットアロー。
雪まで準備しておく。接近裏、シングルタップ、
油断します。
Do you know what that move does? I don't know what it does. Oh, I guess it hits them late like that? Is that how it works? I don't know why I thought I could jump over that. Okay.
この戦いに意味はあったのでしょう。
Oh, it eats projectiles. So that makes sense.
私は亡き両親に虚無の根
Thank
絶
you.
を誓ったに、この程度で折れるわけにはいかない。
Yeah, so use it when they're like waking up and stuff. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm good. I'm good on fighting game terms. I just don't really play this game. Like this is pretty new. This is pretty new to me. So.
原田さんじゃねえか。それにその格好は一体何をしているんですか。この気まずい空気、話題を変えないと全部バレちまうぞ。
Yeah, usually this channel is all about fighting games. I'll jump around from like Mortal Kombat to Tekken to Soul Calibur to Street Fighter to Dead or I haven't played Dead or Alive, but I haven't played Dead or Alive recently, but I'm gonna play that too. So Hololive 110 turn. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand. I'll keep that in mind. I'm really just mashing buttons right now, testing out the character, but thank you for the knowledge. Yeah, so
木戸くん、ごきげんよう。あなたこそそんな大きな剣なんか持ってどうしたの？値を変える？無理、できっこない。
俺はたまたま修行中っていうか素振りの稽古の日なんだよ今日は。
okay, mission mode, yeah. All right, I'll definitely have to check that out.
言い訳が苦しいよ、木戸くん。その赤い頭身の大きな剣、巷で噂になっているインスレーターなんでしょう。
The insulator everyone's been talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What is the insulator?
もう隠さなくていいの。
This is what I get for not going through all the
あなただっ
prologues.
たのね。野党の姫に付き従うもの。アンノーンアクター。
そっちはリヒトクライスって言ったっけ。さすがにこの辺の事情には詳しいもんだな。
Yeah, it was like I started.
慣れてちゃ仕方ね。
It was like I started earlier in the stream going through it, but it was just I figured that wasn't super entertaining. You know, I may go through it on my own time. I mean, if people want to hear me narrate and make funny voices, I can, stream the prologues too, but I don't know if it's fun for people or not, is the thing, so.
聞いて。たとえ木戸くんでもこの場は見過ごすわけにはいかない。野党は穏健派とはいえ
上部の者たる姫はリバースと呼べるクラスの能力者。何を動機とするかが見えてこない以上、それに組みする今のあなたは危険な存在。いかなる理由があろうとここでリタイアしてもらいます。
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, it is good practice, good listening practice, if nothing else, so.
待ってくれ、原田さん。話を聞いてくれ。
Are you here in Japan too, or are you someplace else? I'm here, it's like 6 o'clock here in Japan. I don't know what time it is in Poland or, I don't know, other parts in the world. I guess on the West Coast in America, it'd be about 2 in the morning. So I don't know if anyone stateside where I'm from is watching at the moment, or I guess people in Australia will be up. You know, it's just like around 5 or 7 o'clock for them too. Oh, okay, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. You on? Why are you up really early? Okay, but it's like super early. Yeah, you know, I'm from Michigan, so that's basically back where I'm from ish. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, obviously, but this is the same time period.
そんなことは分かっています。けど、その判断をあなたたちに委ねるわけにはいかない。彼女の身柄も、その件も、我らリヒトクライスが回収及び管理と調査を行います。善悪の判断は、その後に決められるもの。
Well, I guess no matter what time you decide to stream, someone somewhere is up somewhere in the world. They might show up randomly. You never know. So.
だから分かって、木戸君。あなたたちをこれ以上危険な目に遭わせるわけにはいかない。
So I'm going to beat your ass. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's the stab move, uppercut, and then that's the. Okay, so that's about all it moves. All right. Okay, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna try to get super in depth into tactics at the moment. Just trying to get a feel for the character. No, it's, you know. I think, well, like, probably one of the main reasons I decided to get this game, I won't call it the main reason I decided to get this game, but I had played BlazBlue for a long time, and then they came out with that BlazBlue cross tag battle, which had the, oh, alright, sorry to see you go. Yeah, have fun, have a good day, eat a good lunch, and you know, thanks for following, and see you, I don't know, join the Discord. You'll get all sorts of I don't know, announcements and stuff. But you know, so obviously I had heard of the BlazBlue characters. I had kind of watched Ruby. I'm definitely not up with where they are now, whatever season they are now. But Then I saw they had Under Night and Persona. I never really played Persona. I wasn't super interested in Persona, but I had played Under Night. I had played it in the arcade, just randomly. I had randomly found it in the arcade, so I thought that maybe I should go ahead and buy it just to see how it is. And it's pretty fun. I like it, but I just play so many different things that I don't have time for anything really. Like, is this Elton? Is this one of the Melty Blood characters? I think. Is that right? Because I never played that either. It's by the same company, I guess. You know, maybe one day. You know, I heard they're coming out with a new Melty Blood, so maybe I'll give it a shot. But oh man, I mean, even outside of fighting games, like that backlog is gnarly, man. It's not even a joke. Yeah. From what I remember, I think was it Melty Blood was based off of like a visual novel called Tsukihime or something like that. So I don't know. There's probably in for a giant weird ass story there too. If I were to try to get into it, so. No, it's cool. I usually just hang out on the weekends. Like it'd be pretty late for like Eastern time, like 11 o'clock at night or midnight around then. So yeah, but thanks for the follow. You know, you'll get all the notifications and stuff whenever I'm around. Thanks for stopping by.
さすがはうつろの夜。次から次へと訪問者が来るものだわ。まるで夕方のごとく。その重苦しい格好、あんたリヒトクライスの人間よね。ちょうどいいわ。雑魚ばっかりで退屈してたの。少しは骨のあるところ見せなさいよ。
アムネジアのトップパラドクスと見受けます。我が名はオリエ・バラーディア。リヒトクライスがフィフス・エグゼクター。権限を荒らし秩序を乱す不届き者よ。定めに従い光の鉄槌を下しましょう。
Hammer of Justice!
ビフスバラーディアン聞いたことない。リヒトクライスほどの大きな組織であろうと興味があるのなんてほんの一握りよ。アーデルハイト、ゼニス、そしてワーグナーくらいのものかしら。特にあの赤いのに私たちも手を焼かされてる。私自身の手で潰してやりたくて今日の夜に来ないかなって思ったりもしてたのよ。けどあんたみたいなポットでのお嬢ちゃんには興味も用事も恨みもないわ。
私では不服ですか。確かに私の力ではリバースを望むあなたを撃つことは難しいかもしれない。しかし私にもリヒトクライスとしての使命がある。たとえこの場で差し違えようともあなたを撃ちましょう。
あらら、すっごく真面目なのね。差し違えるなんてそんな楽に殺しも壊しも終わりもさせないから安心なさいな。あなたみたいな無名の人間にだって役割ってものがあるんだから。生きたまま逃げ帰ってリヒトクライスへのメッセンジャーをするっていう大事な役目がね。恐怖を抱き伝え帰るってただ殺されるより辛く冷たく恐ろしいわよ。
イモータルとインバース、そしてイグジスの力。この力はミダリに用いるべきじゃない。権限の力が夜を呼び夜が虚無を呼ぶ。そして虚無はまた新たな犠牲者を生む。犠牲となった父と母の思い、この心に受けた深き傷に近いあなたをこの場で撃つ。
Oh snap, son.
ファーストクローズリバイド生きちゃやここです断罪作戦。もったいな調子に乗っちゃう。ジャッジが攻めんね。逃げないカウンター。お上陸よ陸行きなさい。逃げないカウンター。もろいもの行くわよ。ハドンカウンター。落ちなさい。無残な逃がないお上陸行くわよ。お上陸行きなさい。なボールで逃げないで。エヴァもうチェクリター無残行くカウンター。まるで立ちなさい。まだ終わってはいませんよ。オリエ服が汚れちゃうわよ。セカンドクローズリバイド動きなさい。やります。行くわよ。やれエヴァージョンまるで聞いたって機種を逃げろ。行きなさい。跳ねなさい。出しなさい。行くわよ。回ってやれ逃げない雑なよし死んでもった強いわ。行きなさい。跳ねなさい。あるわよ。行くわよ。行くわよ。逃げないでカウンター。カウンター回りなさい。上です。もったカウンター。もった強いわ。もった行くわよ。もったいなブレイクダウン。これでウィン
Power button mashing. Oh yeah. Suck it.
この剣ルーラーの輝きは心の悪しきを見抜く力を持つ。あなたが心正しいものならこの剣先がその胸を貫こうとも生きていられるはず。
第5位でこれほどの実力。 さすがはリヒトクライスってとこかしら。まだまだ楽しませてもらえそうじゃないなあ。
パラドックス、あなたは手強い相手でした。さすがはリバースを目指す底なきベセル。その怠惰と慢心と悪欲がなければ私が勝てる可能性などみじんもなかったでしょう。さあ、勝敗は決しました。おとなしく投降し、我らリヒトクライスの裁きを受け入れなさい。
Submit to the judgment.
そこまでとせよ。正義をかざすリヒトクライスの娘よ。この女は我が目をつけし得る者。連れて行かれては困るのだ。
え？虚無？
これはさすがは最多門の黒の器が秘めしイグジス。想像通り極上の美味よ。好みの獣の歓喜に震えているぞ。この至福の喜び、お前にも伝わっているか。
そんな手負いとはいえ、あのパラドックスが一瞬で倒されるなんて。それにあの虚無の声、いや声ではないこの意識の流れ、まさか。そこの虚無の身を持つ者、我が声、そしてこの意志が伝わっているのなら答えなさい。お前のように人語を介する虚無というのは数多く潜むものなのかを。
さて、それに答える必要はない。従った国の豪勢な食事、この獣は気分が良いらしい。我が意識がこの姿となりて久しいが、同類と呼べる虚無に出会ったことはない。これで満ち足りたか、リヒトクライスの娘よ。
ええ、返答には十分です。では最後にもう一つ聞かせてもらいます。今から10年の昔、まだ幼い私の眼前で両親をその手にかけたのはお前なの？
それにも答える必要がない。それよりこの獣はようやく気がついたぞ。あの女に誓った貴様の権限はさぞうまいのであろうとな。真に問いたいことがあるわ。その命をもって聞き出してみるというのはどうだ。
ふざけたことを言う。だがそれでお前が素直に喋るのなら安いもの。虚無に食われた者たち、我が両親の無念、この場で思い知りなさい。
ファーストクローズ、ディバイド。
I think the sound kind of went out of whack again. I don't know what to do about this damn thing. There's some sort of glitch in the capture card where like it starts to go out of sync with the audio after so often, randomly. Like I can't pin it down, but the only, like after it happens, the only option is to unplug and replug it back in. Like, all right. Ow.
ちなさい。まだ終わってはいません。
セカンドクローズリバイド。
Damn, that was far away. Okay. I see how it is. Settle down, Beavis. Only one.
ウィンよかったな。オリー
去りなさい。人語を介する虚無、自らをメルカバと名乗る者、両親の敵であることの確証、それが持てた時に私の手であなたを撃ちます。それまで誰にも撃たれることは許さない。
良い腕だ、リヒトクライスの娘。この身がうつの夜に溶け落ちるまでの時間、私が知る限りを答えよう。
聞きたいことは一つです。10年前、私の目の前で両親を食い殺した虚無はお前なのかどうか。
それは返答に言葉を選ぶ質問だ。食った相手のことを逐一詳細に覚えてなどいない。というと、おそらくお前はいかに我を忘れる。しかし私自身、人の意識を有する虚無、斜面教員の出会ったことはないのも事実。さもすれば、お前の父、母を食ったのは、この口、この牙なのかもしれん。
He seems like such a nice fellow, though. I don't understand.
この獣の体、居心地は悪くないが、人滅びによる解放を時折願うのもまた事実。どうであろうか、こうしてお前に出会ったのも定められし命運。その手、その剣で我が人としての生を終わらせてはくれまいか。
言われるまでもない。虚無は全て滅するとそう決めている。私のような境遇のものをこれ以上増やさないためにも、くだらない干渉に浸ってはいられない。さよなら。人としての意志を持ち、虚無の身を狩る義胆の残滓。お前のことはこの胸に深く刻み、私もまたその痛みと共に生きていきましょう。
Dead.
うつろの夜が明ける。今夜の戦いもようやく終わりということ。私がずっと追い求めてきた両親の仇、人語を介する虚無、名をメルカバ。人に害なす権限の獣、そしてあの異形は義胆者の末路。私にはとどめを刺すことはできなかった。リヒトクライスの執行官としては失格だな。あの虚無の中に見えた人の意志、そして悲しみ、それがこの剣先を鈍らせた。生前の記憶、感情、あの温かみは一体何なんだろう。逃がしてしまったことはこれ以上考えていても仕方がない。次に会った時、そして両親の仇だという確信が持てた時に、メルカバ、私は必ずお前を撃ちます。
Like, she let him live, dog. Man.
今日の私の使命はこれで終わり。ああ、今回の夜は一段と疲れちゃった。
Such weakness. I'm kidding, no.
さあ、リヒトクライスへ帰ろう。カグヤ、ミカ、それにレクス。みんなが待つあの場所へ。
Huzzah! All right, I think we're gonna call it there. I'll be back. You never know when I'll be back, really. So that's why you need to follow and subscribe and join the Discord and all that stuff, so you'll know when I'll be back. No, but in all seriousness, I usually stream, Saturday and Sunday. I did not stream yesterday, which was Saturday, because I was doing a lot of maintenance under the hood for the stream itself. But it's usually a surefire bet on, Saturday in Japan time, Saturday evening, which would be about the morning on the East Coast in America, as well as Sunday around noon, which would be Saturday night in America on the East Coast. Well, in America in general. So, I know how this works. I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, don't worry about me. But until next time, join the Discord. Check me out on your favorite streaming apps. Right now we have a release spell also on Bandcamp. If you want to support me directly, go to Bandcamp. And you can buy the single spell right there. And we also have a release coming soon to different streaming platforms. If you want an early listen to it, head over to SoundCloud. So, lots and lots of different places to find me. So until next time, this has been Lycanthrope R. Bye bye.